Hey guys, how you doing? I just wanted to make a video here today. Was looking online and looking on the forums. You know, there's not a lot of stuff on the 242 NP242 transfer case that we find in our Grand Cherokees. Anything I did find was just more of a picture write-up, and they missed out on a lot of steps they showed you. Well, not necessarily missed out on steps, but going from picture to picture, it leaves a lot out. So, thought I would pick this transfer case out of the corner of my closet. It was laying in pieces, and I just put it back together to make this video. I have all the bolts. And stuff out of everything already. Oh, I want to say I'm sorry. I'm making this on my cell phone. This probably won't be the best of quality or the best of sound. So I don't have a big fancy camera to do something like this. But anyways, back to it. Like I said, I have all the bolts out of this already. It was laying in a Tupperware, big 5-gallon Tupperware can in the back of my closet. I just put it back together. I have all the bolts out of it already. I have all the circlips and stuff out of it. So, alright. I'll tell you where the clips go and everything is on. Alright, here we go. We have it out here already. There's I have a seal down here somewhere that I got all beat to hell to get out. Alright. There'll be a seal right here. Here's a dust shield. Goes on like this. Goes down over there. These things here, they can be a real pain in the butt sometimes to get off. I use a chisel and a hammer, and I give it a couple good smacks. It relieves the tension here around this ring right here, and yeah, that usually lets it come off pretty easy after that. And here's the oil seal right here. This is what keeps all the oil inside. These two can be a bitch to get out. Sometimes if you got enough finesse, you can reuse them again. But this unit is from a 99 WJ, so she spent a lot of time in there, and you can see all the corrosion. And she pretty much froze in there, so I had to go all Chuck Norris on his ass. So I got it out of there. Alright. Alright, once you get all that off there, we have a little clip. Now, some people would call this a snap ring. This is not a snap ring. This is a lock ring. There's a difference. So you can see, let me try to get in here better. Zoom down in here. You can see a little zip ring, or snap rings. They got that little circle in there to put your snap ring pliers. These are more of a retaining ring. They make a special tool for these. I don't have these. I lost them somewhere, but this goes down in here right against, you see that bearing right there. Right there is your tail shaft bearing. Keeps your shaft straight. Alright. This goes down there. There's a little cutout, a little register down in there that goes down over like this, and you gotta slide it down there, and it holds all that play in, and it holds it from backing out and wobbling around and doing all that. Alright. I got the bolts out of here already. These bearings are not a pressed in fitting, so they'll slide right off, like just like that. It's tight tolerance, but it'll come off. We'll set this to the side over here. Alright. Here's your oil pump. Well, once we got the tail cone off, you'll see your oil pump here. And this is what circulates the oil and sends your oil through your filter. There's your filter. This connects inside there. I'll put this inside the case. I'll show you where it goes when I put it back together for you. Alright. I'll set that back over here. The way I have it, I can just slide it out right now. Sorry, it's kind of hard to do. I only got one hand here. This just slides right out over here, just like that. We'll set this to the side too. Alright. Here's the shaft that your shift fork's right on. And that's, so you see where this little cut goes right here. This is inside here for protection. And it keeps it running straight. See, it's sleeved in here, right here. It takes up the tolerance. See this little spot right here? This little sleeve goes down in there, keeps it straight, and takes all the bind out of everything, so everything ships right. Alright, we got that off. We can see our main shaft gear right here. She's pretty hefty. So we'll take this case half here off. Like I said, I have all the bolts out here. I do want to emphasize, before you go prying on anything, you don't want to stick a screwdriver in here, because if this has never been opened up before, from factory they use a little bit more of a, it's more of like a glue. I mean, it's soft, it feels like RTV, but it bonds. It's real sticky, it's real tacky. It's almost like Honda Bond or Suzuki Bond or Yamaha Bond. If you were to rip the cases out, it is more into a dry glue tack. So it could be a son of a bitch to get apart. Like I said, you don't want to pry from here. They make, see this section right here? They have two of these. One right here and one right here. That's where you want to stick your screwdriver in and just pop up like this. I'll just give you a little demonstration here. I'm going to stick them in like this. Now what I do is, I just don't get on there and pry up real hard. I kind of take my time. See, I'll pry down a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, and I'll hold there. See, this aluminum, it's rigid, so it's higher over here, it's higher right here, over here. As you just let it sit there, it'll kind of flex a little bit, and you'll hear all the noise. It'll slowly, just like slowly pop, 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 pop. Eventually you can't bend no more, it'll just go over there. Then I'll just stick it in the other side. Just like that. I don't have it here with me, but I have a hard plastic wedge from a door kit, a kit that you use to unlock your doors. They got a hard plastic wedge in there so you don't break the window. I kind of just slide that in there and it separates. If I can't get the rest of it, I use that wedge for that. Alright. Touch upon that. Let me, we'll take this case half off here. Bear with me, I only got one hand. We'll get this big beast off of here. Bastard. Let's go. There we go. Alright. Take this and set this out of the way over here. Set that there. Alright. There's the guts of the transfer case. See, here's your shift forks. Obviously your chain. This goes to your front output right here. This is your rear output. You can't see, it's up on end, but the front output's down there. Down here. If you got to rip your T-case apart to change your chain or fix something in here, you don't have to undo your front input yoke. You don't have to unbolt it, because that sucker's on there. I never do unless I have to change a bearing. What you can do is, right here, here's another one of them retaining clips. This goes on right here. There's a little register down in here. And you can see it fits down there, and it holds this on right here. Holds that on. You can just take that out, and you can plop this up out of here. You can pull this right up out. Alright, just like that. See, you can move this. Take that right out. Alright. Now, once you do that, you have it everything. Yeah, you have that clip off. This is free. Alright. What you can do here is, sorry I might drop this, but just lift the main shaft here. This all slides right out. This will all slide right out here. Okay. All you got to do here is just pick up on, get both hands in there, put one hand on your output shaft and the other hand on this one, and just lift up with that. Okay, there you go. That comes right off. There you go. She's out. We'll hang this right here for now. Put this in here. Alright, here's the gear that goes to your output shaft, your front output shaft. Alright, if you set this to the side, you forget how it goes in, just look at it. Alright, we'll look at it here and we'll show you the difference. See, this side's totally flat. Alright, you can see it's flat right here. Flip it over. Alright, well look, it has this register right here. See this? It has a shoulder. You can see that there. That side always goes down. Move this chain out of the way here. It goes down on like that. You don't have to worry about timing or nothing. There's nothing to line up. You can just slide it right back on. Alright, we'll take that back off here. Alright. We all know the NP242 has... I always catch myself calling it all-wheel drive, but it's not. It's full-time, four-wheel drive. I'm not going to get into the difference of all-time and full-time. Okay, so we're going to pull this main shaft out, and I'm going to show you the guts of an NP242. Alright, this is where all the magic happens, right here. It's like I said, this slides right out. Alright. We'll put our hands right here, and just lift right out. She comes right out. Alright. Here's where the magic starts. This is where everything works in the 242. Alright. You don't have this on a 231. You'll just see a bunch of sprockets there. That's all it is. And as you can see right here, you have your main sprocket that your chain rides on. And underneath here is the differential that lets you, that gives you your full-time four-wheel drive capabilities. So you can see she slides, she turns. She'll turn independent from the shaft, like that. See? You can spin that shaft inside there. You probably can't see that good, but there. I'll try to hold this at the same time. Well, it's not going to happen. I just can't do it. But, yeah, like I said, the shaft can spin individually from this, giving it the ability to give you the full-time four-wheel drive. Let me get this damn magnet out of here. I hate this thing. Alright. Alright. And there's a little collar. You see this collar right here. This slides right out. And this gear, it slides, it threads in here, threads here. It slides up in there. Depending on the position here. Hold on. There we go. She slides in there. Now, that should, depending on how far that's in or out, that little collar, That's what locks this up when you want it in part-time. Alright, there we go. See, that locks in there. Giving you that. Now, that's with the collar spread all the way in. Now, when you pull this collar out, sorry guys, got one hand here doing this. Slide this collar out a little bit. I'll try to get this son of a bitch back in there again. Alright, there you go. Alright, well, you get the point. The farther in this collar is, it depends why it locks that differential up to put it in the full-time, part-time. Alright, we got, like I said, we got that ripped out. This goes right in here. Alright, we'll set this to the side. That's your differential, like I said, that's your differential that handles everything. Now, you can take this shaft, out of here. I'm not going to do it, I don't have no need to, but if you ever get an SYE kit from Tom Woods, you'll have to do this, just like on the 231. But you see right here, there's another one of them clips down in there. You'll have to undo that clip, and this whole shaft will slide out of here. Now you'll have to be careful when you do that, because there's needle bearings down inside there. But when you get your SYE, they're gonna fall out of there more than likely, which is no problem. Just go get yourself some light axle grease. It'll be fine, and just paste your fingers with it. Get your fingers all over it, and put some on the needle bearings and put them back in there. All right. So there's that. Oh, damn magnet. All right. We'll set this over here to the side. Oh. All right. All right. So here's the rest of the guts. We'll go down in here. Alright. Here's one of the engagement sleeves. That's what I call them. I just call them a sleeve. They got these little divots. I got a brain fart. I can't remember what they're called. Splines. There we go. They got these splines and they ride in here. Alright. Here's your mode select fork right here. That's where these, see these little, let me get these, well, I can't get them in my hands. We'll get these out here. That's where these ride. These go on here like this. I'm going to have to set this phone down for a minute here real fast. Get these. See, there's 3 on each one. Here, see, here's these little plastic pieces right here. They go right here. They slide on there like this. You can see the little detents where they go in there like that. You just pop them off. Now, if you're at this stage where you got to rip things apart to look, see what's going on, more than likely you should have bought a rebuild kit or an overhaul kit. If you don't, I would advise you to do it before you put it back together, because these can break down over time and they can get real brittle and they break. And this is what leads to a lot of your shifting problems, is these little plastic things right here. Alright, so if you go this far, I would at least recommend just buying these. It'll make a big difference. Alright, back in the bag here. Okay, alright, like I said, we have these shift forks out here. Now, if you ever got to get to the planetary gears, which is down in here, it can be a pain in the butt getting these shift forks out. If you look down here, right down here before where your range switch is, your selector switch, you'll see a little hole. Alright, right there. You got to get, they say to use a number 1 bolt extractor. I don't know, but you can kind of see there's a roll pin down in there. And they could be an ignorant thing to get out. But there's a roll pin in down there that you have to get out to get your shift forks to come out easily. Now, what I always do is, I've done this forever. I don't recommend doing it, and I don't want to. I'm not claiming responsibility if you do it this way and you screw something up. So there you go. There's my throw out. I don't do it like this. But what I do, I get down in here. I'll show you right here. There's a little circle right there. There's a D-tang right here that's got a bunch of notches in it. Alright. And this rotates back and forth and it moves these forks. There's a little detent right inside. What I do, like I said, it's not good to do, but I do it. I always stick a beefy screwdriver in there. Get these out. Now, I'm just going to put this on pause for right now and just not going to show you this in case I mess up and save my face.